Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's called Lifting Up the Veil, and it's a reading that focuses on the theme of spirituality, what kind of spiritual moment you are presented with during this time, what kind of opportunities, blessings, and challenges and lessons are presented, and as well what hidden subconscious messages you are receiving, what do they mean in your awakened reality, and what kind of awareness you're being brought to have. So if you would like to know more details about those special offers or any other of my tarot services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Sagittarius, it feels like March is a month where your ability to kind of concentrate and analyze and study deeply matters is quite relevant to understand where you want to it's like where you want to go ahead with your life as a whole. Some of you are being called to make a lot of changes professionally, financially, relationship wise, personally. There's an abundance of callings throughout March that are all about creating this kind of it's like creating something here that differs quite a lot from the type of usual choices and usual habits you have. So some of you are being called to break free from patterns and habits and situations that have grown either old, stagnant, that are not stimulating you, that are not providing into your life a sense of abundance. And this abundance feels like a lot that deals with joy, like having a lot of things in your life, Sagittarius, that strip you from joy, that take away your joy, that take away, the best medicine that we have, particularly Sagittarius, that is laughter. So some of you are missing on the energy of just enjoyment, having fun, being able to feel free and relaxed. Your free independent spirit is calling so strongly during the month for you to do a lot of things that you have been in a way delaying doing because of others or because of fear, of doubt, if that's like the right way to go. Some of you have been facing a lot of doubts and indecisions, like being too much in the mind space, unable to just move in a direction like that. The arrow, right, of the center, the point is like the aim to a direction, which is something that usually, again, your energy has quite a lot, has been, fuzzy, stuck. Something here has, been reversed or backwards to your usual energy, to your natural essence. And some of you are also, in March, being like in this deprogramming moment, meaning that there's a lot of things that you have been dealing with that you will come to realize, like, why am I dealing with this? Why am I tolerating this? Why am I part of this? So there's a lot of things that have been keeping you from achieving that level of freedom and personal gain that you desire, that you will be coming to actual terms with the Seven of Pentacles in your soul position. You are processing the majority of experiences in this month with a lot of caution, but also frustration, because when things are not, happening as fast, as positively as you try or you hope that they do, you get this, again, there's this energy of you bumping into, again, a realization that backfires when it comes to, well, maybe you have been waiting for things to happen. your way instead of creating a path where they're possible of happening that same way. It's almost like waiting for others or the world to give you the formula that only belongs to you, the formula of your happiness, the formula of your success, the formula of your love. There's something very unique and peculiar and particular to you, Sagittarius, that it needs to come from you. The creation process, the fighting for it, the creating of it, the establishing of it. It needs to come from you. And some of you have either forgotten this or not been as in this energy of inner knowing. Something here about your inner knowing. It's almost like you have grown deaf to your inner voice. Your intuition, your senses as well have not been working. With the Two of Swords in your past, as your past influence, there's definitely a period where you have been kind of deaf or blind to obvious truths that are about you needing to be your own warrior, your own hero in a story where you want to succeed. And it feels like in March, the basic priority comes with changes that bring you success and independence, that brings you happiness. You just want to be happiness, period. You just want to be free, period. Things that you feel like you're quite entitled of by, it's like a birthright. You shouldn't be fighting for it. And some of you, will be activating that fire energy that you naturally have easy access to. It's like you're going to activate the fire element to help you break free, to help you as well get into action where you have been passive or where you have been too contemplative. It's almost like contemplative to a level that, it's like the more you think about it, the less you do. There's a balancing effect between thinking and then acting that is taking place in March as well. So sometimes you could be either thinking extremely or doing extremely and then falling shortly in one or the other side, like either not thinking things through properly or thinking so much that you don't do anything about it. For some of you, there's a point of crisis that might be activating this need to create changes for yourself. So it could be like there's a financial crisis, there's a personal problem when it comes to like something that tests a lot your limits, your boundaries with the Seven of Wands, because you're quite defensive of your territory, you're quite defensive of your boundaries in March. So when you feel like something is stepping into your territory or disrespecting you or just not, having a behavior or an intention that it's good for you, you will react strongly and you're called to remember that you don't have to accept and tolerate what you can't accept and tolerate. It's almost like the need to break free from this people-pleasing vibe or this pleasing vibe at the cost or the extent of your own soul and your own well-being. Is a feeling here for some of you, Sag, is that you have been pleasing everyone except yourself, and this seems what is changing for some in March, maybe because of a crisis, maybe because you get to realize that you have been doing all of this to others and they don't respect you and they don't care about your frustrations and about your problems. It's like being called to assist others, but when it comes to your needs, like feeling like there's no one there, like vacant positions where there should be a lot of people, because some of you have been helping a lot of people but not receiving that help in return. And whatever is the flaw, the fight, the letdown, the disappointment, it ends up working at your advantage, exactly because it's almost like you open your eyes, like, why am I wasting my time? Why am I doing this? And you will kind of focus again in bringing joy, in bringing confidence, in bringing colors into your life. Some of you are very, in March you could be having like a lot of moments where you have a lot of like a good spirit and a good humor. So particularly for those of you that have felt lately that you have not been in your best moods, there might be a recovery of those good moods. Some of you are in the energy as well of entertainers, or quite interested in entertainment and seeking pleasure activities, giving yourself pleasure, or just enjoying activities, hobbies, going to places, talking to people that naturally and effortlessly make you feel good. You are advised to pursue what is natural, what is free, what is easy, what is gratifying, what, doesn't pull here the trigger of constant alarm or tension or fighting or needing to justify yourself. Things that bring this alarm in March are not the most wanted experiences, because they keep you from just expressing your light. Some of you could be like, you have situations where your light is not well understood or received. It's like, when you're being mostly yourself, people can find you to be weird, out of place, arrogant, selfish. It's like people misinterpret you as Sagittarius when you're just being yourself, when you're glowing. Perhaps you have naturally an exuberant, a personality or vibe, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, in the crowd you stand out, and it could feel like for some of you like people just attack you when you're being yourself for no reason besides that, you really being yourself. And maybe perhaps that's why you have been avoiding being yourself, or where you have been doing things to please others, dimming your light, like putting a filter, putting censoring, yes, or putting censorship in your basic things. So some of you, there's a change in perspective when it comes to just the relationship you have with yourself. For others of you, the change is when it comes to, you're tired of fighting for dead causes. You're tired, I'm sorry, of fighting every single time to the right of being yourself. You're tired of anything that it's like a constant headache, and you're participating in it and coming to terms that you don't have to be living in this constant cycle of problems and tiredness, and where there's a lack of space for authenticity, where there's a lack of space for joy, where there's a lack of space for pleasure and entertainment. Some of you have been, in a way as well, just living for either others or living for the mundane day-to-day things, and things that don't provide light, sunshine in your life. There's a little bit of that energy of the sunshine. So it's like you are looking, and you are advised to look for the things that bring that sunshine energy into your life. Some of you, it's like the sunrise effect. March is a sunrise kind of energy for you, which means that there's positive events, positive energies working at your favor. There's new beginnings that bring something positive. There's being light shed where there has been darkness. The sunrise energy is an opportunity, right, to bring awareness and clarity, again, to where you have been blind with the Two of Swords, to where you have been, in a way, really dismissing the importance of what's most crucial and important for your own happiness. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.